guys, welcome to Bushcraft and Wild Edibles in central Wisconsin, and thanks for joining me. Today we are going on a nature hike and looking for edibles here in midsummer. I'm with my cousin, Hunter, and Dawn. So you will see in the video, you'll see Carl, my cousin. We're walking in this new area that we're trying to check out and see what we got here. But what I want to show you is one of the common things is bull thistle right here. One thing, you've got your daisies. We've already seen some wild chamomile, and we've seen some Queen Anne's lace, and a bunch of other wild edibles here in this state park. So you guys stick around and we'll be showing you a few more things. So thanks. Another good thing here is I'm with my cousin Carl, and we're going to do some hiking around. Got the books out from Peterson. This is a great way to get you to understand and learn your wild edibles. This is how I learned myself, is with these two books, walking around and just identifying plants. It's really fun, and we get to see and do new things and show you guys what we actually found. This is a very, very good way to learn your plants, and this is one of the best ways to learn which teas you can make. He's a history teacher, so it's really fun for me to come out here because I get best of two worlds. So we'll show you some more stuff, guys. Hey guys, so the first one on the agenda today is St. John's wort, and Carl's going to read off what he found in here. It's kind of interesting. This plant has been widely used all over the world, and it's good for depression and a few other things. So.
Yeah, it says that it can be used to help treat ulcers, sores, cuts, bruises, usually putting it in tea or olive oil. Has many biological active compounds that help with different things. It also talks about bladder ailments, dysentery, diarrhea, and worms. So it looks like it could help with lots of things.
So guys, here's another wonderful plant that God has put out there for us. So we'll see what else we can find. I want to know what this. Okay guys, here's another one that we found. You're gonna love the name of this one. It's called butter and eggs. This is funny. Listen to what Carl says about this.
So butter and eggs has been used for laxative, diuretic, for dropsy, jaundice, skin diseases, a lot of things. It's even actually been used as an insecticide. So science confirms its antioxidant, diuretic, and fever-reducing activities.
Remember, guys, too, that we don't give out proportionals. You guys, I'm not saying I'm a doctor. You have to do your research on this. This video is just going to be about walking around here in midsummer, seeing what our wild edibles are, and showing you guys some more of these to get you guys into the action of looking them up and checking them out. So we'll go to the next one.
Yep.
Hey guys, here's the next one on the list. Chamomile. Now, chamomile is a tranquilizer. You guys, it's soothing. It's funny, especially in tea remedy and folklore. They used to put it in before bed for the kids to give them a good night's sleep. Carl's going to read the scientific stuff here in Peterson's book and see what he has to say here.
One interesting thing I see right away is in Germany, its name actually translates into capable of anything. So they definitely are under the impression it can help with a lot of things. Let's see, it talks about used for colic, diarrhea, insomnia, indigestion, gout, headaches, colds, fevers, flu, cramps, etc. So you can see why that capable of anything name is there. Looks like it's been used for many years for many different things. And of course, the tea is a very common thing that it's used in.
It's a baseline tea for all your relaxing teas. They use the flower portion for that, guys. It does make an awesome campsite tea if you can find some later on and go out and do some teas for later on in the evening. gives you a nice restful sleep out in the woods. So
Just a slight little warning. It says if you're a ragweed allergy sufferer like me, you may react to this as well, but I seem to be fine, so.
So we'll move on to the next one. So here is common evening pinrose.
Primrose.
Primrose. Now there's a medicinal side of things on this one, and there's an edible side of things. This book is the edible, that's the medicinal, and they're in both books. So this one here, they eat the leaves, the roots, the everything in early spring, and it is note that the flower for swollen ovaries, so you can eat this for ovarian pain. Uses is cooked for vegetable salad and greens, peel and boil pale pink first-year tap roots. This is a 2-year plant, because this the first year it does not have a stalk in the plant. So this is actually a 2-year. Carl, what does it say for the medicinal side of things?
One thing that's interesting, it talks about the Cherokee Native Americans using it a lot for obesity, bowel pains, hemorrhoids, things like that. But recent research talks about it being used for eczema, migraines, breast problems, metabolic disorders, alcoholism, a whole bunch of different uses, again, that they're thinking it might be able to be helping with.
And it's used for age cream.
Yeah, one of the top 10 ingredients used in anti-aging creams. So that's kind of cool.
So when I get a little bit older here, I can use this to make myself look young again. Okay, guys, so on to the next, see what else we can find. Alright guys, so here's one of my favorite plants. I found it. This is called wood sorrel. It's a tart plant. It's high in vitamin C. It's around from spring to frost, so it's easy to find. The problem is that you're going to find it in these kind of grassy areas up and down the trails. It's called woodsman's treat actually, and if you can see, this plant is little. So it means to eat little. It's just a treat. It's not something you want to indulge in, guys. What's the medicinal side of things, Carl?
Well, the leaves were once chewed for nausea, mouth sores, sore throats. They're the leaf tea for fevers, urinary infections, and scurvy. And as Mark mentioned, large doses can cause a few little issues. So that's why, like he said, if it's small, then eat small.
And I have for the 104 here for the edible side of things. So like we said before, Carl's got the medicinal book and I've got the edible book. So we're kind of giving you both worlds here. Wood sorrel is low, delicate woodland flower, leaves like clove-like. Actually, guys, these things will fold up into a heart. If you see this, if it gets too hot, he will fold right up and it'll look like a half of a heart. Use is salads, cold drinks. Yeah, that's another good thing, guys. You guys want to spike up your water if you're sitting up there and you've been walking around and hiking. This right here is huge in vitamin C, and it give you, it's like electrolytes. It's a good way to treat your water to give you that extra little boost. The fresh leaves make an excellent sour addition to salads. To make a refreshing drink, steep the leaves for 10 minutes in hot water, chill, and add sugar or honey. Rich in vitamin C, guys. So here's one of them things to get rid of the scurvy. So we're going to go on and we're going to see what we can find out next. Okay, guys, here's the next one on a list that we found walking around is your common milkweed. Uses is asparagus, cooked greens, cooked vegetables. The milk juices are of a broken stem and leaves is bitter and mildly toxic. Fortunately, both of these properties are dispelled under boiling. The milkweed becomes one of the best wild vegetables, covered with young shoots up to 6 inches for boiling. Another thing, guys, is this is a common plant you're going to find the monarch butterfly on. This is their preferred plant. So now we're going to go to the medicinal side of things.
Yeah, once again, the Cherokee have used this for several different things. There was the roots are used to treat venereal disease, mastitis. Some of the other cool things that the silk inside has been used for different threads, socks, netting, There has been the tassels have been used in pillows and feather beds. It can be used for gonorrhea, also as a laxative. So humans and butterflies, different creatures, have all found a lot of uses for this plant.
The other thing, guys, in the middle, after these things are all said and done and their life is out of them, the pot itself is an awesome tinder bottle. If you take the hair out of the inside, it's like a cattail. So we'll find some. What else we can find?
That's cool.
All right, guys. So this is the plant that I've actually been looking for, because Carl's going to give you a little bit of information about the medicinal side of things, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the bushcraft side of things. This plant is called yarrow, and here's the flower side of things. It's got the leaves. Here's the younger side of it. This I make a salve with plantain. It's like my wonder thing for everything. It heals bruises, you name it. It's a all around good plant. The flower head is a 5-petal like raised in a flop, top 5 clusters like you see here. And it's found throughout roadsides. Guys, what I want to tell you, and what I say in all my videos, stay off the roads. Stay at least 200 feet away, because you have all the toxins that are on the roads from vehicles and stuff. This is where you want to be to find this stuff. This is where it's the healthiest and the best for you. Okay, so Carl's going to read on here. This is interesting.
Yeah, so this is probably the most popular and longest used medicinal plant that there's been. All the way back to ancient Greece, so thousands of years ago. It was used to stop the bleeding of wounds. In fact, its scientific name is named after the potentially real, potentially mythological hero Achilles. And it says pretty much science has proven every traditional use that it has, and the list is pretty impressive. Native Americans used it again. But just anti-inflammatory properties, helps your heart, helps your skin. It's used for, like I said, to stop bleeding. So been used by cultures all around the world for thousands of years and still today.
Guys, if you get a cut in your hand that's deep and you're in a bush somewhere that you should have stitches on, this will actually stop like a clot, okay? You just got to chew this up, put it on your cut, and it'll actually stop the bleeding. And that's what the theory that Achilles did, is his soldiers got wounded bad enough where they were going to be out, so he would use this as a salve to stop the bleeding so they could keep on fighting. Awesome plant. It's very good. Like I said, though, you want to look for this guy somewhere out in a meadow like we are today. This is a great find. It's been a great day already.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. That was what you said the natives called the white man's foot.
This is what you're looking for here. Here's a nice big one here. John, you want to do plantain?
Yep.
Carl's gonna. You want to see your book blow up about plantain? Whoa! Too bad I can't camp in here. Look at this. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take your picture.
Hey guys, so here's the next one. Native Americans called this white man's foot. It was said that every time a white man stepped on the ground, this would grow. It's called plantain. It's another one of the wild plants that was put on for, it kills the sting. You can chew this up, put it on your wound. It'll take care of the sting immediately. If you have a cut, you can put it on the cut. It heals the cut. One of the things that it was used for is leaves used in salads and greens, chopped and as a salad or boiled for 10 to 15 minutes and served with butter. Collect common plantain leaves for very young. They soon become too stringy to use. On the back side here, guys, you can pull these apart and they're really stringy. This is a really nice tender leaf. This would be good for in a salad because you'll be able to break through it. You're going to find these all over in your lawn. The problem with finding them in your lawn, guys, is they're not going to, you got that medicinal value, but you got pesticides in your lawns. If you treat your lawn for weeds, all the bad stuff. That's why I said go out into these meadows. Carl's going to read the medicinal side of things here.
Yeah, and this is just for the leaves, which Mark mentioned are good for in a salad. The leaves can be applied to blisters, sores, ulcers, swelling insect stings, used for earaches, eye ailments, thought to reduce heat and pain of inflammation. And science has vindicated using this for healing sores and for its antibiotic properties. So again, useful for many different parts of your body and different problems you might be having.
So really all you got to do, guys, is you got to pick this leaf, chew it. You want to get that pulp. And then when you're done, put it on there, wrap a cloth around it or whatever you got, and you're good to go. Another very good useful plant. Hey guys, here's another one that we just happened. Dawn was walking by, said, "Hey, what's this plant?" So we looked it up, and this is blue vervain. Sorry, and this is more of a medicinal thing. So I'm gonna let Carl take care of this one. And actually, for as far as the wild edible part of thing, the seeds here are used as a flour, but it has a lot of medicinal properties.
Yeah, Native Americans, the Cherokee and the Iroquois, had used it for certain things, pain after birth, coughs, colds, for stomach cramps. But one of the more interesting things about what science is talking about it today is that the leaves are able to treat malaria, and they say it's actually as effective as a standard drug. Also good for anti-diarrheal and gastrointestinal problems. So really good for your stomach and also effective for malaria.
So guys, once again on this kind of stuff, do your research. We're not out here, we're not doctors. This is stuff that you got to figure out for your dosage. I'm just trying to give you a general idea of what the plants are, and we're just out here today having fun and honing our skills ourselves. This is a great way to get with family and friends, like I talk about so much, and to go out and learn your wild edibles and what God has created out here. So let's go to the next one. Guys, here's another one. This is they look kind of bad. But what you're after on this thing, this is bull thistle. You can do two things with this thing. You can strip it off with your knife, and on the green ones, you can do two things here.
Cut that out.
Since I don't have my gloves with me, you can take these and cut these all off, like so, and strip this all down, and you can eat the stem. But what bull thistle is known for and what's good for is medicinal purposes, what's under the ground. The root is what you're after. The root on these things can be anywhere from 6 to 3 feet long. They're huge. And it is a medicinal thing. Thistle is in a lot of your teas. But you can actually take this. If I get this. Give yourself a starting point here. And now she's just real easy. And we're talking about sustainable foods here. I want to take all the garbage off, thorns, because what I'm after is what's on the inside. Like like asparagus, more or less this is really woody now. You're just going to chew on it to get the flavor and move on. See, pulp in here. But if you're dehydrated and you're looking for something for water, this will catch water. You're going to get moisture out of this. See it?
No.
Zoom in. There is water in here. You can see it as I'm squeezing it out. So Not a whole lot, but there is water. The root is what you're after. Alright guys, so we're going to start walking back. Carl's got to get back. But what I wanted to talk a little bit on the way back, come on Hunter, is, you know, it's been a great time out here today, just walking around looking at the edibles and looking at the woods. This is a new area for me and Dawn. Will definitely be coming back out here more. I really like the idea of the different wild edibles to see and to learn about my edibles in my area. And this is what I've been talking about the whole time. When we do things like this is what everybody should do that wants to learn their edibles in their area. This is how I learned mine, my books, my research, and just getting out and actually doing the field work. And it's a fun time to spend with everybody else. I haven't seen Carl in a couple months, so it's a good time to spend with him and get out and get some fresh air. So so now we're going to show you on the way out of here some of the views that we get to see. So there's Dawn. She's hardly ever on a video. Smile. Hey. Dawn. Smile. There you go. But look at the woods in here, guys. This is just phenomenal in here. So this is a state forest land, so there is no camping, there is no collecting. That's why you're not seeing us pick anything. We are just observing and taking in nature's beauty.
It doesn't seem like you need a real big area to find a lot of cool edibles either. We've walked a couple 100 yards away from the truck and tons of area left to cover, and we didn't even select all the different ones that we could have. So it's just pretty impressive how much is out there.
You know, Carl's a school teacher, history teacher, but he also has chemistry and a lot of other stuff underneath his belt. So it helps to go out and learn different things like this, and then you can take it and use it for real life experiences. Where we think these gates are set up just to keep the habitat and the deer out of there, but there's another big pen back there. Humidity's starting to kick up now too. Too bad you couldn't show your kids your own video. Yeah. You could be a celebrity.
Right? No, it's pretty impressive how just out here for an hour and Native American history pops up, Greek history with Achilles.
Yeah.
Everything, new scientific discoveries that seem like they almost most of the time prove that something the plant had been used for actually it does work, or something new that it does that no one knew before.
Guys, the American Indians that culture has been lost. There's so much knowledge that's back there that's just starting to surface in these books. And the research that I've done online and with the different plants, the Native Americans are talked about almost 60% of the time as using it for herbal remedies, sickness, and everything else. And Carl brought up a good point, is how many mistakes was made of them trying this stuff out before they found out they had the right stuff. You know, we have books now and internet and everything else to help us to identify plants. They didn't have any of that, so
you can almost imagine them having someone who's in pain or with some ailment, and them, desperately trying different mixes, and all of a sudden something will work, and then that's, all of a sudden for generations and generations, that's what people are going to use, and even today, it's being used for similar things.
We'll set it up this way though. There we go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little hike. We'll probably be doing this again soon. And haven't been able to get out much and stuff with working all the time. And now that we got our house out in the country, I can do a lot more videos at home. So that's a good plus too. So thanks for joining us, you guys. It's been fun. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learned something. And we will be doing this again. It's really pretty out here.
Really nice day.
Glad it's sunny though. It's humid enough without the sun, and I didn't actually need to wear long sleeves because there actually is little to zero bugs out here, which is amazing for being Wisconsin. All the rain that we've gotten, I figured we were going to be getting hammered.
Yeah, I was expecting deer flies, mosquitoes, but there really has been nothing.
The other thing too is we're not in the woods. We're out here where.
Yeah. That's another thing. If you're always afraid or worried about trying to come out and look at plants because you're worried about the bugs, like we said, we're surrounded by woods, but we're not in the woods, and we have had no problems.
Guys, go check out my video of I got a bug repellent on there. It's a synthetic bug repellent. Works awesome. And it's good for 45 days. So you can spray your clothes and you're good for 45 days and up to, I think, 6 washings or something like that. So Mama's kid. Well, there goes the piggyback ride. Yeah, new house has 20 different apple or fruit trees on it.
Oh, nice. Sweet. It's kind of nice out in the country.
Yep.
That's great. I know you guys have been hoping for that for a long time.
Yeah. And this is, I just heard from the word, talking to my cousin here, and all of a sudden, hey, there's a new place that came about. So, come on out there, leave the snake alone. Come on, we gotta go. That's the other thing too, is you find these areas like that, the lush wild edibles here is because it's hardly anybody comes out here. I didn't see much for trails. All I see is deer trails and from us. So take the younger generation out, guys, and teach them some of them edibles. And we'll see you guys all on the next trip. You guys take care and God bless.